Hi, and welcome to today's meditation. My name is Dana. For those of you who don't know me, it's great to have you here today. I am at NLC, overseeing NLC University, our leadership development program. And also, I'm a mindfulness and meditation and yoga instructor. So I'm really excited to bring these things together and to serve you today in taking some time and doing some self care. So, if this is your first time meditating, great and welcome. And if not, welcome back. So, today we're going to focus on this aspect of holding on to things, clinging, and what it can be like if we can let go and be with versus grasping at something. And we'll also explore getting in touch with our natural rhythm, which can be very different than the external rhythm of the world that we're in, which can be fast paced and demanding and rushed. And that's actually not our natural rhythm or pace. So we'll take some time to use breath and body to explore that. And we'll also do a visualization. So if you're ready, we'll start. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat, one in which you're both comfortable and also alert. And you can wiggle here for a second if you need to just find that comfortable space. But whatever position you choose, you can always wiggle and move. As you've probably heard me say, if you've been with me through this week, statues do not make good meditators. So this is your practice. There's no right or wrong. And once you settle into your seat, I invite you to close the eyes. And if that's not comfortable for you, you can just cast the gaze down. And we'll start, as we always do, with our breath. That is our gateway to calm, into our core, into our natural rhythm. So just note the inhales and the exhales. And if it's helpful to you, you can just pay attention to that space at the nostrils, right in between the two. And just note the sensation of air moving in and out. And as you're noting the sensation of breath moving in and out of the body, you might get a little extra curious and see if you can note that slight temperature shift with air moving in and moving out. And as you're settling into this natural rhythm of breathing, I invite you to shift and bring the awareness to the body. Maybe scanning the body using your breath, maybe starting at the toes and moving your way slowly and with curiosity up to the top of the head. And I invite you to just see what the body has brought here today. Maybe it's a shoulder that's speaking to you, or maybe there's stickiness in an ankle or a knee. Just welcoming it, no judgment, no attachment to, just being and sitting with. And on your next breath, I invite you to come back to breath, this natural cadence, and see what the breath has brought today to you. What sensations do you get? Do you notice? And just paying attention to breath, breath moving through body. Maybe it's short and shallow. Maybe it's long and deeper breaths. Just paying attention and leaning in, no judgment, no attachment, just sitting with and being with your breath. And on your next breath, I invite you to bring your awareness to the tenor of the mind. Maybe if thoughts are moving through, at what pace, are there a lot? Are they moving quickly, slowly? Just taking note, no judgment, no attachment, just sitting with and being with. And if you get stuck, any thought is chasing its own tail, just use breath to move it through, move it by. And now I invite you on your next breath to move your attention to visualizing a body of water. It could be an inlet, a lake, a pond. And once you have that calm body of water in mind, I invite you to call to mind the last time you felt the sensation of floating, of being at ease and buoyant and free and present. Maybe you begin to picture this, you floating on this calm body of water. You might feel the body begin to relax and let go and let be. With each breath, as you note this floating, you might also note this sense of not grasping, but rather just being. The less we grasp, the more we float, the more we flow, the more present we can be. This is our natural state, our core being. And as you are floating here on this body of water, you might begin to notice the sounds, maybe of the nature around you in this space, or the water itself. Maybe you sense the natural flow of the water that you're in. Maybe it ebbs and flows in tiny movements, or maybe you feel the sun on your face. With each breath, you're fully here. You're with this moment. Just noting the sensation of floating, of being with, of not grasping. And on your next breath, I invite you to come back to that sensation of you seated here, rooted, grounded, supported, noting the ground or earth beneath you, breathing into this sense of rootedness, groundedness, and support. Just breathing here and feeling the body, noting the breath, becoming aware of the tenor of the mind. What is here now? And just be with and breathe. And as you take note here, I invite you to take a moment, think about, recognize, feel, be with what this was like today to exercise or letting go and being with muscle. And before we end our practice and move into our day, I invite you to ask yourself, how can you take this into your day today? And when you're ready, I invite you to blink the eyes open, get reacquainted with the surroundings that you are in, share a note of gratitude for yourself for showing up today and doing this practice, your practice. And I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.